tune into your stream too.
All right. Wait, am I still streaming on Discord? I don't think I am.
No, you're not.
Anyways, okay. Uh, we're going to. Well, Nashie, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm listening to your stream.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's kind of weird. I can hear myself and I sound so different. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, you said me to introduce myself.
Yeah. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name's Nashie. Um, I mean, I'm introducing myself to myself because it says there's one watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. I'm Nashie, and I'm a very amateur YouTuber, and look out for new videos on its way. Yeah. Link not in description. I'm pretty sure, but okay.
Yeah, I'll add it. Anyways,
Okay.
Andre has a thing to do that is definitely not a school assignment. This is
No,
just
it's just an assignment for
what he wants to do,
fun. Yes.
and this is my first time reading it. I can show you the email where I have the link from, but I don't want to do that. Trust me, dude, just trust me.
I think everyone trusts you.
Write a program narrating a text file containing a step-by-step.
Wait, can I refer to you as like your real name on stream, or are you particular
Yeah,
about that? Oh,
no, go
okay.
ahead.
Sicko mode.
Okay, step number one: open um, your favorite Java IDE.
Mm.
We'll be using JGrasp today. Oh, here's the. I don't need that anymore.
Oh, you don't
Alright.
use NetBeans?
Um, no, this is the ID.
Yeah, the IDE.
Yeah. Oh, this is the old one.
Dang. Why don't you use NetBeans? Oh my gosh. It looks like it's for
Write a
Windows
program that reads
7.
in a text file containing a step-by-step. Do you like a text file?
Yeah, it says. Hold on, let me see. Let me scroll up on that. Yeah, the file name will be a .txt extension.
I see.
And the input file will always have that format.
Mm-hmm.
So it's directions. And when it says direction, it's either an R or an L on street name.
Create new folder. Hmm.
And so, you know what? I can give you, can you create a folder, or I don't know if it's a new folder, a new text file called kadoba.txt?
Yeah, I'll do that. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Because I'm gonna give you, uh, um,
What do you want? I put the. I save with the file name after I create it.
well, I'm putting the directions. At the bottom.
Ah. Okay.
So start at, I'm just say S building.
That's
Just
kind of gay.
leave that to the imagination. Um, so say that this at the bottom is in another file, right?
Yeah.
And so we're gonna need to reverse that. And how it's gonna look reversed is, hold on, let me try to do it. just to show you how, in case you need to know how.
I like how that never works. That is hilarious. I thought you were gonna. I thought you had like some training data to do, or like something. Do you have a shell that you need to pass?
A shell?
Yeah. So did your professor? Does your college use shells to test programs, or like are they done by the output?
Yeah, just about the output. I don't know what a shell is.
All right. Start at. Program must write the reverse directions in a single file with reverse.
And so
Reverse.
when they're reversed, they should
All
look
right.
something.
I'm kidding. I actually use it. uh, imagine. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, see that? How um instead of reversing it all, you have to like if you look at the doc how it reverse directions.
Do you wanna? Okay, how do you wanna do it? What's the
Well, I
plan?
have to use I have to use arrays and
Yeah.
probably an if statement to change the L to an R and an R to an L.
All right.
And
This wasn't completely
also,
enforced. We're actually gonna use this for debugging because it has the best debugger in the world. But
and
continue,
then
Nashie.
there's another like for some like extra credit,
Yeah.
like personal extra credit, of course, for me to feel better.
Yeah.
Um, there's another file that we can add that it's called Cadoba distance.txt, where it's the same directions but with uh like with actual distances after.
I'm sorry.
Um,
Can you repeat the distances again? I think you cut.
yeah,
Oh, that was me.
distances. I'll just put it in the Google Doc.
Yeah. So
One second.
each
Yeah.
distances, right? So what do you need to do with that?
Well, you have to add up all the distances, and at the end of the instructions, you have to say total distance traveled is that much. So
Oh,
that it's not that hard. You just have to, yeah, know
you
how
just
to.
have to actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, oh, what is that? Is that NetBeans? Oh, no, that's Eclipse.
That's Eclipse. Yeah.
Coding with Nashie.
All right. Here are some ideas. Uh, do you want to do it recursively?
You said recursively?
Do you know what recursion is?
No.
All right. That's a maybe. You said you needed to use arrays, or can you use array lists? Do you know what an array list is?
Uh, hold up. I have this online textbook. I can look at.
You have it where?
Like, as in like an array. What's the difference between an array and an array list?
Oh, okay. So this is not just coding with Nashie; it's learning to code with Nashie. Um,
Yes.
arrays. Well, um, array. Think of arrays, right? As like like a stone tool, guaranteed to work, but it's not. I guess it's scalable. It's just not like you wouldn't use it. I don't use them almost ever. Like if I need to send in like 2 parameters and I put them in an array of 2, use it as kind of like 2 points, maybe. But besides that, I don't use it. What I do use a lot is array lists, because in array list you can set. You don't need to set the size.
Oh,
The
that's
initial
better.
size is the initial size. Technically, it's 0, but there's actually a buffer of 20 or 30 indexes from 0 to 30. Obviously, no, from 0 to 29 that don't have anything, but they're just for buffer. So if you add like names and they never get above 25, then you're never gonna have to actually change the size of the underlying array. So the array list is kind of like a shell for the array. So let's use array lists.
Okay.
And you
Well,
declare like, okay, we'll need a.
yeah. How do they look differently then? Like, I know for a regular array, I guess you have to be like, uh, you have to declare what type of it is. Like if it's an
Yeah,
int, a
array
double.
list of what?
So this is probably going to be a string because it's
Mm,
directions, right?
we don't need to use a string. I would. Can you go straight? It's only
Can you
R
go?
or L.
Yeah, it's either R or L. Like you keep going straight until you get to, like the R or L. Like
That's a
I mean,
that's a
you
fucking boolean,
basically.
dude. It's a boolean. Um,
I mean, did you read all the directions?
why?
Because it's. I think it's important to read all the directions.
Oh, I mean, if you want to adhere to the directions, does your professor care how the program works?
Uh, yeah. I mean, he's looking for a specific output.
Yeah, we can get the output.
Yeah. I can kind of have to use what I learned.
Yeah, but why not take this opportunity to learn something more powerful?
I mean, yeah. I mean, with the issue with like the length of an array,
Yeah.
the teacher said that just like set the array length to 10 because you're
Mm,
probably not gonna need any more.
that's not good.
For why?
It's not good practice. Like if you're putting code into like an Arduino board or something similar where you need it to run as fast as possible, I guess. But you're always going to use managed stuff like the array lists or linked lists, right? There's usually more complexity than an array.
Well, then can't we make an array that for the length we set it to a variable which we will like use like we're gonna do some like an algorithm that reads the .txt file and finds the length of it.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's do it with both and let's see which one is better.
Well, I think what you said is better. I'm just saying like what my teacher like is looking for.
Yeah, but Nashie, you want to be a professional programmer, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, we play with stuff.
Public static arrays.
Data. Let's
Uh,
call this.
did I even learn boolean shit? Hold on, let me look at my textbook. Give me the boolean. Hmm.
Uh,
Value methods.
do I need to? Is it Boolean? Boolean. Boolean. Oh, need my imports. Oh yeah, yeah. It needs to be a class. Oh, Andre. This
Yeah.
is something important as well. For array lists, the underlying data thing node uh, index needs to be a class. It cannot be a primitive. See the boolean, capital boolean and lowercase boolean? Those are two very different things.
Hold on, where's the... Oh. Wait, why? Explain that.
Because, like I told you, think of stone, like primitive, right? Because it uses primitives. Your array list, your array is going to take ints, doubles, like primitive doubles. It will not take strings. It will take actually arrays of characters. So what an array list does is takes classes like object, person, duck, boolean, the class boolean, not the primitive. So this is just the wrapper class for the primitive boolean.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that this is the best way to handle a school assignment.
Yeah. Well, you need to learn at some point.
I mean, I do, but I don't think for this assignment. So what if we ditch the Google Docs and we ditch the assignment? I'll still get it done because I have like a couple days to do it.
Yeah.
But we can do a different thing in Java that you can use to teach me.
Okay. What do you suggest? Anything. Literally anything.
Literally anything?
Literally anything.
Well, you know, the things I'm interested in programming are pretty complex that I haven't learned. Do you know how to make a any sort of... I mean, I know that AI is usually in
AI.
Python. Okay. All right, AI. Should I download an IDE?
Yes. I use Visual Studio Code for anything that is in Java.
I first had to download Java, right?
Yes. And then an IDE.
You have to go to java.com and download it, right?
Hey Kian, hey Kian. Oh, let's check in the stream quickly. Hey Kian. Please tune into my stream to generate revenue.
Wait, who's generating revenue? Kian will be...
Oh, and also, Nashie, can you like ping the server? Not the server, but whoever's up.
Ping? How do you ping?
In Discord.
Yeah, how do you do a ping?
Ping? I don't know.
Do you like what?
Like
/ ping?
No, at and then the person. Really? Okay. Wow. Nashie, old man Nashie.
I am old man. In the server? Okay.
Didn't even say that. New idea.
At Comrade Weed. Okay. I did it.
At Comrade Weed?
Yeah, I pinged somebody. You said to ping.
Yeah, Kian, Gabe, Vinny, Tommy. Wait.
In the server chat right now, I'm in aesthetic. For some reason, I'm typing that in aesthetic.
Dude, I haven't even.
What?
Hello, tune into my stream, please.
Hello.
Help me feel better.
I'm busy.
No, but just fucking leave it on.
I'm busy.
What? Why?
Look, I'm busy.
Yeah, but you don't have to do anything. You just have to be there.
Okay, give me like 10 minutes or something. I don't know.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Please, Papa. We need you now. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I really don't like that. My throat's been feeling kind of sore a little bit, like slightly.
Yeah.
I know that sore throat isn't like a symptom of the coronas.
Hey, okay, you go ahead and demonetize me. Come on, man.
No, I said the coronas.
Oh, gotta be careful these days.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to finishing that word off with fire. Alright, I'm downloading NetBeans. Because my brother uses NetBeans. How do I download this? Here,
I literally don't have a website.
features, Apache. Download? Okay, download. Binaries, source. What?
Oh.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yes, what's up?
Watch my stream on the Discord server,
Okay.
and then tell me how to download NetBeans. Because I just
Download
downloaded
NetBeans?
Java. Yeah. I'm on the NetBeans website. I clicked on download and it took me to this page. You can see it.
That is interesting. Let's just see.
So installers, do I do the Windows dots the x64, right? 'Cause I have the
Wait, can I do that? Can I stream a stream?
okay, hold up, let me look. I don't see anything on your stream right now besides the Visual Studio Code thing you did. Why am I at Apache? I don't want to. The heck?
I'm thinking how to do this.
Grove, backup sites, download.
So, okay,
patch.
Andre, so when you stream, right, can you then remove sections of it? Like cut it?
You kind of can if you do that on your OBS. Like on your OBS, you can set to capture only one specific window.
No, I mean like
Or
cut sections of time-wise. Like if I don't want to record right now.
Oh yeah, there should be like a pause on OBS.
Oh yeah, on YouTube too, actually. Apparently not. Everybody's demonetizing me.
Wait, who's demonetizing you right now? I'm getting into more Let's Plays, more like especially in VR, so that I can get like more, hopefully watch time.
Okay.
Actually, Half-Life Alex, yeah, that's one episode I want to release. I recorded it last night.
All right, show me.
Okay.
Oh my God! Wait.
Streamception. Okay. So you can see this, right?
You need to change your name before you join. I'm gonna have to blur that out.
Me?
Yes. Remember what your name was?
Yes.
Andre.
There's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with being demonetized. Okay. Keep
You're
going.
not even monetized though. Okay. So do you see this?
Yes. To get out of there. Wrong place.
Okay.
Go to Google. NetBeans? Why do you want NetBeans?
Because my brother, who is a coder, and my friend, who's also a coder, both of them are working. They both suggested this, and I wanted to download it.
Do they use Java?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Professionally?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I think NetBeans only for Java, or does it? Oh no, it does Java, JavaScript, HTML5, PHP, C++, and more.
Listen, if you're... That's like very... What do they code? What do they program?
My friend programs for this place that makes software for naval ships.
Yeah?
And my brother creates software for companies. His company makes software.
Oh, that's way down the line.
Way down the line?
Way down the line, yeah.
As opposed to what?
Because I mean, it's just my take, right? But the way the hierarchy goes, it's kind of difficult to get a job at an enterprise place like that with no experience. You're probably gonna work a few years just doing low important stuff, like maybe keeping up a website or like looking at some data at a company, like a small company.
Well,
And they're definitely not gonna use. They're definitely not gonna use Java, and they're definitely not gonna use NetBeans at that level. Like.
Well, yeah, but I just want an IDE that I can use Java, just for school projects to save and just to practice on my Java.
I honestly suggest Eclipse. It's, but you can decide.
So you suggest Eclipse.
Yes. I don't even suggest it that much. I think IntelliJ is better.
Well,
Can you get your actually?
what's bad with that piece?
It's just not used. It's
It's
like
just not used.
yeah, it's not used that much.
But does the IDE matter that much?
Okay, Nashie, honestly, you should be getting VS Code.
VS Code?
Yes, because if you want to do anything with any language that is in Java, this is better.
It's called VS Code.
Okay, let me just say that
Visual Studio Code.
yeah, the blue one. There's a
This
purple one and a blue one. Get the blue one.
Purple one or blue one?
Yeah, there you go.
If you're
That one.
looking, this one.
Download for Windows.
Hey, Ian,
Yes.
Download for Windows.
have you been on 4chan lately?
I'm what?
Have you been on lately?
I don't know you.
Hold up.
You know, like
No,
if you
no,
go
turn
like
it down.
all the April Fools.
Cool.
What do you mean? I don't know.
Keon, you're kind of.
Ken, you kind of cringe.
What?
Wait. Um. Nashie,
Yes.
what interests you the most about coding right now?
What interests me most about coding?
Yeah, like
I
what's
think
something you would
it's
want to do like in the next 2 weeks or
in the
month?
next 2 weeks.
Yeah, just for yourself.
What really interests me is games. In Python, I started a little project with my friend to make a text-based game,
Yeah.
but like different branching decisions and stuff. But that kind of fell through the cracks. But yeah, just game development is interesting.
Okay. Interesting. So this is I'll explain how to get to that goal most efficiently, I think. Do you care to listen to it? Am I someone reputable?
Yeah, sure. I'll listen.
All right. Wait, you're getting VS Code?
Yeah.
I mean, let's get you set up with that first.
Okay, so in these settings, I wanted to create a desktop icon. Is there any other check mark I have to uncheck or check?
Nah, go ahead. Next.
All right.
Next. Interesting. Do you use GitHub?
No.
You need to
Should
use
I?
GitHub. That's like. So Andre, I've been to like a few events, like not competitive but more collaborative coding stuff,
Yeah.
and you can always tell the people that have been to one in the past,
Mhm.
like not completely accurately, but you can make an educated guess. And if they don't know what GitHub is or how to use it, then most likely they've only used they've only coded for school assignments and haven't done any. Well,
Everyone knows
they have
GitHub.
done stuff by themselves, right? But just they probably stuck to the language they started in at school, so like Java. So like kind of like you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Now
no.
you have the great amazing thing. Okay, can you go to your browser? Can you go to github.com or GitHub something? I forget.
GitHub.com.
Yeah,
Using
I was right.
software.
Make an account.
Okay.
I want to hide that.
Wait. Yeah. I'm gonna make my account start streaming again.
All right, so I'll see you on the other side.
that for GitHub. Service problems. Passwords weak. Okay.
Stop momentarily. Are we back online?
Phil says it's
Excellent
like loading
connection.
for me. Oh yeah, there it is.
We're live?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. Can you go to your... Okay. So you have your GitHub set up, right?
Yep. Got my
GitHub
account.
is a service. There is some services like it. So there's some to choose from, but this is the main one. And it does two things. It solves, well, two issues, right? First issue is I have some code, right? That is cool and I want to show it to you. How do I do that?
Mm-hmm.
You would probably email it to me, right?
Yeah, basically.
Like you just did. Well, it solves that issue by making it super easy to share code in what's called repositories. Think of repositories like projects. That's basically what it means.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a project and it has like this big bucket of stuff where you can put your files, your pictures, all that stuff. And the second issue that it solves is version control. So you're making a large scale, no, not even large. Let's say you're two people coding, right? Two or three people team. And you're writing, let's say you're animating sprites, and another person is doing sound design, right? You guys don't interact much, but you're adding to the same code base. So with version control, you can pull your own branch, right, of the project. Think of it as like a tree. Yeah, so go ahead and click on create a repository real quick. Cool. And our repository name, that's the project name. So also in coding wise, you don't want to put like exclamation marks and commas and weird symbols, because sometimes you're gonna have to write this out on a command line and you want it to be as simple as possible, just letters and numbers.
Okay. So repository name. I don't know. Working with a friend.
Well, what do you want to do? Or do you want to just name it project?
Yeah. I mean, can I just name it like? I mean, if it's gonna be me and you working together, then we'll just say like project with Ian.
Yeah, sure, call it Ian Nashie collab.
Do I put a slash or no?
No slashes. That's gonna mess up your file system. Just Ian underscore
Wait,
Nashie.
should I use camel case?
I would actually go for all lowercase.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Description. Nah. Okay.
You don't need to put that now, but just well, we're gonna do the ideas later.
Okay. Should I just create a repository now?
We'll put a short description.
You're Bolivian, right?
Yes. Or so they say.
Okay, Ben. I think it's a perfect description.
Yep. Before you go, see that green button?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right up there. Can you go on
Wait.
that information thing? You
What-
see on
what
that
is-
line, on that row? Right next to add license none.
This one.
The little, yeah. I want to see if there's any like good description. Can you go down? Scroll down a bit. Is that it?
Yeah, there's no. Yeah.
Okay, this is about licenses. You should read that later. You should know what licenses are once you start writing more code. And actually, especially when you start integrating other people's code, so you know what you're allowed to use in under what conditions. So go back to your GitHub. We don't need that for now. All right, license. You need to take care of that later. The other one, add git nori. We're going to have a project file system, right? The same way you would have it in your computer, right? What is your
Yeah.
username? Don't tell me. Like, let's say it's Nashie, right?
Okay.
If you wanted to access any file on your system that belongs to your personal folder, the address of that file would be something 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 slash Nashie slash, and then the file path, right? Not it doesn't go past that shell like an onion, right? Layers. So we're gonna have that file system, and we're going to write it mainly on our computer. We're gonna write our program in our computer because it's faster and it's cheap and it's almost free always. So we write it on our computer. We debug in the computer if we can. Then we're gonna export it or commit push to your GitHub, and now your code is going to live online where I can see it as well and download it and merge, and not merge but fork, branch out, and collaborate with you. And what this file does is it specifies what not to push to the cloud. So any large dependencies, you wouldn't push that. Passwords.
Dependencies.
Yeah, so dependencies. When you're writing a program, Python, and you call a machine learning library, what would you call that library? Now, what's another name for it? Or like a specific name for a specific library?
Specific name for a specific library?
Yeah, that you remember. Like any libraries, you know.
Shoot, I haven't imported in a while. I don't know. Is there like a math? I don't know.
Okay.
Is there a math import like a library?
There is. I'm thinking of something more specialized.
I mean, you can import NumPy. That's the thing
NumPy.
you can do in Java.
NumPy,
Yeah.
CV2, PyTorch.
PyTorch.
Let's say your program needs PyTorch to run, right? Your program depends on PyTorch being installed. So PyTorch is a dependency of your program. So if you don't want, PyTorch, right? There isn't, generally speaking, there isn't like many different versions of PyTorch that are unique. It's mainly like one version, and then in 3 months we'll get another version, something like that, right? You don't want to put those. You want to put those files in this this file that you're looking at, like the names of them, because you want to tell GitHub not to push those to the cloud because they're the same in everybody's computer. Okay. The same way you don't send the whole Java language along with your specific program. You just send me one file, right, or a couple files, and you assume that I have the same Java that you do.
And so for this one, since we're using Java, we would select Java.
No.
Okay.
Don't select anything. Actually, is there what options do you have?
There's a lot of them.
We'll get that later. That's what it does. We can do it later.
Okay. So
create repository. Let's do it.
Sicko mode.
This one's not gonna matter, so we can leave this stuff in. Cool. Scroll down. Can you look up SSH?
Look up
Yeah,
Look at
online.
this one.
I want to remember the. No, just look it up. Secure shell. Okay, you see that picture, Putty, of the two computers and the lightning bolt?
Yeah.
Think of SSH like that. So anytime you hear SSH, think of that picture. Because
Why?
with SSH, you go to your command terminal and you can connect to someone else's computer directly, or like connect to a lot of stuff directly. So like lightning bolt of connection. Anyways, go back to your GitHub.
Ooh.
Cool. So, Andre,
Ooh.
do you see do you see those commands? Git init, git add, read name, git commit. Do you see that?
Yeah.
You should become familiar to that. Have you used the command line for anything in Windows?
I've used it for, I think when I was getting NumPy, the teacher went in there for the tutorial or something.
Okay.
And I've used it to access like my IP address and stuff, but other than that, no.
Okay. It's very useful. You'll be using it more and more. The thing you
Okay.
downloaded, VS Code, actually has a terminal in there as well, where you can type in commands. But for now, why don't we download GitHub Desktop?
Download GitHub Desktop.
Yeah. So open a new tab and look up Desktop and download that.
Desktop.
Cool. How many people? Oh, we have 5 people on the stream. Hello, hello.
5 people?
Yeah.
What?
Who's watching?
People I met at Hohex. Probably.
Send me the link.
Send them the link?
Send me the link.
You were supposed to be watching it. It's on my channel. Hey,
I don't
Gabe.
think I even subscribed.
Gabe, you didn't ring my bell?
I was busy winning Apex Legends game.
Hey, Nashie, can you give him... Or I guess I could. Okay. Momentarily pause the stream.
Okay.
Okay. Can you repeat that again? That was a good question.
Can you code in a repository? Like, if you want to code together
Yeah?
on something small,
Yes.
like that text-based game I told you, you could code
Yes,
together.
but not like a Google Drive file. Like a
Okay.
presentation or a spreadsheet, not like that.
Yeah.
There is a thing like that. It's just, online, and you need a shell that runs all the time that has a lot of access to a lot of important stuff. So I don't know if they use that. At least I don't use it. But like I told you, you can branch out of the main branch of your program and then make, whatever you want, and then push it back to the main branch, and then your code is there, along with everybody else's. So you didn't override their stuff.
Well, I kind of understand what you just said. I think I'll understand it the more I use GitHub.
Yeah. So cool.
My mouse keeps flickering. I don't know why.
Wait, so you didn't create the... No, okay, yeah. Okay. So GitHub Desktop, right?
Yeah.
This application is just a crutch for now. You really need to learn the command line.
The command line.
Like, all we're doing in this application can be done through the command line. There's always a command for that. So where you see like clone gunner, like your repository, there is a command that does that, and it's usually faster to type it than to...
You mean in your command line?
Yes.
Like this one?
Yes. I know it's crazy. I know it's intimidating, but let's just roll with it.
Yeah, kind of. So you're saying, so GitHub is like a crutch?
No.
GitHub,
The GitHub Desktop. This GUI. You know what GUI means?
No.
Graphical User Interface, GUI, GUI.
Okay.
GUI stuff is
So it
always
just
no.
looks pretty. What?
GUI stuff usually looks pretty and is for it looks pretty, and the purpose of it is not to be so much so functional, but to be approachable and like quickly you can pick it up and use it, because everybody knows like menus and sign in, sign out, change name, right? It's all you remember where everything is. Like you can probably think of where does your username usually display on a screen, in like an app. It's usually on the upper right corner, correct?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's on the upper left, sometimes upper right. Those are all things that you know that you don't think about. But in the command line, it's everything's less beginner friendly, because you need to know the commands. Nothing's displayed to you. You need to know what you're gonna type before you type it, unless you type help. But then,
But
yeah,
you
it takes
said
time.
so you're basically using GitHub through your command line.
Yes.
So
This is just like a
how do
thing
you?
with buttons that someone made.
Yeah, but how do you access GitHub through a command line?
Okay, go to VS Code.
Okay.
Actually, let's do it the other way. Go back to GitHub desktop.
Yeah.
Why don't we clone repository? You see the
This one or the bottom blue.
the bottom blue.
Okay.
Okay. Important. You are cloning a repository. You're using the URL. The URL is your repository, right? So if you go to
Sorry, you cut out. You
github.com,
said the URL is what?
the URL is how I would access your repository. But can you go to github.com on the tab? No, on the desktop, yeah. Yeah. So this tab is for your repositories only.
Okay.
So go to Gunner.
This thing?
Yes. Okay, you selected that repository. Now we're gonna clone it. We're gonna clone it from the cloud onto your desktop. Cool.
Okay.
Now click on Open in Visual Studio Code.
Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, there. Yeah.
All right. Download Git.
Not download
Yeah.
Git.
So now we're going to start the phase where you download a lot of add-ons. So we're gonna be adding a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, download that.
That?
Yeah, one of those.
Like, is it 2.26?
Yeah, download for Windows.
Okay.
Can you go back to your yeah, you need that Git. So okay, Git, you see where you're downloading?
This one?
Git, you see that file you're downloading?
Yes.
Okay, go back to the third tab that you have open right now. You see where it says Git, add, readme, Git commit, all that stuff?
Yeah.
In the the section that looks like code.
Mm-hmm.
What you're downloading from the internet allows you to add Git as a command in the command line.
You mean like how NumPy is something you can
Yes.
import to Python?
Yeah, but globally, like computer-wide.
Like this is what lets you allow, like it lets you access Git from your command line.
Yeah, so if you ever see a code tutorial that has a command that you don't recognize, like gob, for example, GOB, and you type gob on your command line and it doesn't run. It says gob is not. Go ahead and try that right now. Go to your VS Code.
Yeah, do I open the purple one or the blue one? Because there's two of them.
Blue one.
Okay.
Go to terminal on the top in a tab. New terminal. Right, that's your terminal. Now, can you type GOB? Yeah. Let's say I made a program, right? It's called gob, and you
Yeah.
call it by saying gob. Say gob space start. Right. So what that is intending to do is going to call the program gob that I wrote, and it's going to call the function start, where it's going to do something relating to start. Now press enter. Okay, read that.
The term gob is not recognized as the name of a CMD let. What's a CMD let?
All of those are different programs that you can call
Okay.
in a command line.
Oh, okay. So that's what it's checking for.
Yeah. So gob obviously doesn't exist, so it doesn't know what that is. But there are stuff that it does know. For example, can you type dir?
EIR?
Yeah, there, like directory. D.
Oh, sorry. DIR.
Yeah.
Start?
No, just there.
Just there.
Oh, well, okay. There's nothing. Okay, press CD.
CD.
Space. Period. Period. Enter. So what that does is the equivalent of going back a folder in your file explorer.
Oh, wait. So instead of being in the repository Ian Nashie collab, now I am
the terminal, not VS Code, just the terminal. Okay.
Yeah.
Now click on the up arrow.
The up arrow.
Just click it. Don't use your mouse. Just click on the up arrow. Right.
Oh.
That calls the previous command you did. Now do it again.
Yeah, like in Minecraft. Okay, now I'm out of GitHub as well.
Yeah, now click up twice. Enter. So now there's stuff in your directory.
What is all of this?
You should know what that is. That's all your files.
Well, I know.
Okay.
But what? Okay. Python games, yeah, that's the game that I wanted to make. League of Legends, stuff like that.
Okay, now CD back. Okay, so that's also a thing. When people say CD into something, they mean like navigate to it through the command line.
Okay.
So CD into GitHub.
So do you
CD
put
space and exactly the way it's spelled. Yeah, now CD back into Ian Nashie collab.
Okay.
Cool. Do you download Git?
Yeah.
Go ahead and set that up, please.
I have to open this. Wow, I'm really fast reading. Okay. Wait, do I need to create a start? Yeah. I just go with all the default.
Yeah. Well, for now, you need to learn how to do that later, but it's gonna take us a while to learn Git. Git is something you're gonna learn over a good amount of time. And definitely don't forget.
I don't know what all of these are. So I just hit enter.
Yeah, just Pam. Yeah.
So definitely don't forget what. Hello? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm here.
You said definitely don't forget, or?
Yeah.
Don't forget what?
Well, you forgot already, dummy.
You said definitely don't forget something. And
That's why I said don't forget that. Now you forgot it.
I'm so sorry.
Next.
View release notes or launch git bash?
Can you unclick release notes?
Okay.
Yeah, press next.
Okay, so it's a thing. Now.
Okay, now go to VS Code. type git.
With a capital G?
No, just git space help.
Help.
Yeah.
You
All right,
told Git
we
is
need to
not-
restart it.
Restart it. So
Yeah, restart VS Code. Just exit out. Actually, exit that one too. Go to GitHub Desktop. Open in Visual Code. Because you're still in your repository, right? We don't need to navigate it through the terminal again.
Mhm.
Cool. Now can you type git help?
Oh,
Still
sorry.
not.
Yeah. Yeah, I did just download it though.
Why don't you have git? Oh. Do you see that those blocks on the side of this VS Code?
Blocks on site. Yes.
Yeah, like the icon with the blocks. Yeah, click on that.
Are you back?
Git. Can you type git? Can you start? Or can you press the Windows key and type git? Can you go to git exe?
This one.
Yeah.
This is the installer. So
Again?
yeah.
I didn't install the CLI.
I don't know why.
Can you
didn't do
exit?
that.
Look for it again.
Command git.
Oh,
yeah,
command
so
git.
this
So
one?
why is it not installed in your VS Code?
A great question.
Hey,
What?
how many seconds delay is your stream?
About 5. Andre, do you
5?
know?
It's like 10.
Yeah, it's a good delay, but it's how much of a delay really matters.
It feels
So,
like 10. I'm just saying. Oh.
Andre, can you navigate to this?
I'll be myself.
Navigate to you want me to click on it?
Read that, yeah. That's what you need.
Read that.
Yeah. Do you know Stack Overflow, right?
Stack Overflow.
Have you used this?
I think I've been here for help with some stuff. I don't know. I think I've been to different thread websites and stuff.
Okay, cool.
It looks like Git is not installed on your system. When I try to switch to the Git view, I know that Git is on default. Did you do an actual Git for Windows installation, or did you choose? Yeah, actually install Git for Windows. Didn't have the Git in path. I did not have the Git in path. I have various.
You should do that.
Gits. How do you get Git in path?
Well, read that. Read the answer.
If you update your Git path in your user settings within the Visual Studio Code from null to this or something similar, you should simply have to restart VS Code and Git will open successfully. My only addition is that if you do not use the git.exe within the directory, VS Code will open with various errors in bash terminals. Okay? More than 2 years later, for my case, it's the other way.
That's good. Let's do that. You're gonna be using your path, so why don't you learn how to work that?
Okay, what's path?
New mission. Let's get GitHub working on VS Code.
Yes, that's the mission and stuff. So tell me, senpai. Sensei? Senpai? Both? Neither?
Alright, definitely not senpai.
Senpai say. It's a mixture of both. We'll meet halfway.
You're gonna be in this position pretty often.
Okay.
So what would you do now?
Well, I need to have git and path by doing a bunch of stuff, I guess. And I don't know what path is. It's capital PATH. Do I search path in my Windows or
Yeah, let's try
in
that.
Google?
Type path. Oh,
Uh,
edit the system environment variables. That looks important. Why don't we click on it?
wow.
A boring dialog box.
It really is.
It's one of them. You
Wait.
you need to look it up to see exactly which one, but it's environment variables, the one at the bottom.
Okay.
I forget how this part is done exactly. Can you go back to your Windows? I'm sorry, your Chrome. Look up how to add git to path. Path.
What do I do?
Yeah, so
Thank
that
you.
one should have more detailed instructions.
Answer. We need to get the URL of git to cmd directory in your computer. It is located here. User, app data, local GitHub. Okay, so on your computer, replace user with your user and find out what's GUID is for your computer.
It's the visual interface. Wait,
How do you find
GUID?
out what that is?
Sorry,
Yeah.
wait, no. Okay, Windows, Git, down. Find where that is.
This?
Yeah, that's git.exe. Find where that is. Not open it, but look at where it is. There you go. That's your file. That's your file extension. So copy the address where that is.
Copy the address.
Yeah. Properties. See program files.
This thing?
Location. Yeah, copy that. Go back to the Stack Overflow.
So that's what the GUID is?
Oh, it looks like it's not there. Can you scroll down a bit?
So it looks like this. It looks like something weird. It would look like that the GUID is. Because in here it says that this is the GUID.
Okay, go to type the Windows key again. Look up Git. See that second? No, that second one is not.
That's installed.
Then you have to navigate to it manually.
You mean the location file?
Yeah. Go to your PC.
This thing?
To your local disk C.
Yeah. I'm in my local disk.
No, go to it. Like go
Oh.
to that directory. Users. Well, lead hacker. Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is me.
App data.
Wait, where's app data?
It's a hidden file.
Oh, do I have to search for it?
No, view. I think it's in
View, hidden items.
Yep. App data. Local. GitHub.
GitHub desktop.
Oh wait, did you finish downloading Git? Did you like go through the entire thing with the GitHub installer?
Yeah. Do you want me to install it again?
Do you not see GitHub there?
No. Did I do something wrong? Like, is there like a checkbox that should have unchecked or checked, you think?
Oh, maybe. Why don't we do that now?
Alright. So, is there anything here? Oh, anything here? Back.
Next. Next one. Yeah, you did that right.
But what about path? It says here.
Well, keep
both
going.
Get. Oh, okay. Is this right too?
Yeah, keep going.
And this.
No, keep going.
And this.
No, keep going. Keep going.
Right, now it's installing.
How fun.
So, program files get user bin. So it's in program files get user bin. No, sorry, it's extracting files. What? I don't know what the difference be. Okay.
Okay, let's try this. Let's do what we did. Can you go back to the file I had you copy the file name for?
Back to the file.
That I had you copy the file name for.
Yeah, let me. Do you want me to do anything here first or no?
No, just press next. Well, unclick the. Whoop. Yitty.
Okay, so.
Yeah, find the. Yep.
So this is where it was.
Yep, get the file name. Go to environment variables.
Sorry, environment variables.
Yes. That's gonna be the computer looking item icon at the bottom. Your tasks bar.
Wait, here?
Yeah. You passed it. Last one. The very last one.
This one?
Yeah. You see the path?
See the path. This one?
Yeah. Can you go back to the Stack Overflow real quick? Edit path. System to read the second instruction. Wait. Oh. Makes sense?
Wait, hold up. You were reading it, or was I supposed to read that?
Oh, you're reading that.
Oh, okay. Send a computer replace user with edit the path variable. Navigate environmental variables editor instructions. Find path variable in the system variables. Oh, in the system variables section, is that? Oh, it's here. It's this one.
Yep.
Click edit and paste the URL of Git to the end of that string. So the URL of Git is what we copied, the name of it.
Yeah. The file name, file path.
Okay, so edit lowercase the URL of get to the end of that string.
Yes.
Which string?
We'll make a new one.
New?
Actually, can you scroll all the way to the bottom? Yeah, you have Git. CC program files Git.
Yeah.
So they did that. We did that.
Yes, we do have that.
Let's add Git.exe as well.
Git.exe?
Yeah, so press new. Then paste the URL.
It's the same.
Yeah, but instead of cmd is get.exe. No. Keep the git. So git/get.exe. Other slash.
Yeah. There's Git with a capital G or no?
Well, look. Go back to your folder.
Lowercase.
Well, it's git command get.exe. cmd. Git/cmd/. So you can see how this is a bit redundant. We just want to be sure.
So it's you said it is
git/cmd
cmd
/ get.exe. Okay.
Like this?
Yep.
So I hit OK. Okay.
Now okay. Okay. Now let's restart VS Code. This one's Git, right?
Oh, yep, I got Git now. Is this what it was supposed to say when I typed in Git?
Exactly. We got it.
So now we have Git. Good job. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was harder than the average computer user could probably handle. So thank you for being there, because I'm
yeah.
in that pool.
This is why we're here.
Okay, so we have Git. What
Cool.
else? What else do we need?
Can you go back to the blocks again? On the side, marketplace. Can you type Git? You do need some extensions. I guess we can do that later. No, you need that. Go to GitHub pull requests. So type GitHub. Yeah, install the first two. Oh, well, I guess just the first one.
What?
Can you go to the first one as well?
Install this one?
Yeah, that one as well. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Yeah, get that one.
It says, in order to use the pull request functionality, you must sign into github.com. What?
Yeah, sign in.
Am I not? Continue?
Mm-hmm.
Authorize GitHub. Open Visual Studio Code.
Yeah, well, it's gonna open it again.
Allow extension to open this URL. Yeah?
Yep.
Open. Okay. So, yeah, now what?
Yeah, okay. Go to File. We'll click on that. Yeah, that one. Explorer, I meant.
Yeah.
Cool. Now let's upload the README. So, in Ian Nashie collab, can you click on that tab? Make a new file. Call it README, one word, capital, dot lowercase md. Okay. Yep, make it. Go to it. Type, how many, one second. Type hashtag #, space, and then put the title of your
Sorry, pound sign what?
yeah #, and then the title with the space.
Title?
So a space and then whatever title you want for this repository.
Well, isn't the repository Ian Nashie collab?
We're not actually coding. We're just going to make a text file that explains what this is.
So, what do you suggest I name it?
Say this is my say hello world. You have to. Enter, and then actually write your title. You can actually type like.
Why do you have to put hello world?
Well, you have to. It's programming.
That's just what it
must go unquestioned until the end of time.
Hello world. Okay, title.
The Mayans sacrificed people. We type hello world.
Okay, that's a good title.
Yeah, and then enter. Please consider. Without just type. Please consider supporting me on Patreon. You're laughing today. You're gonna thank me later. Okay, press enter. Dash. And then space. Type like a few reasons why. So type like it's organic.
Yeah, it only costs.
Amazing. Alright. Press Control S. Well, there's a few.
Alright, Control S?
Yeah, we'll do those later. Yeah.
Okay.
Control S is going to save this file locally. Think of what is happening right now. You have your... Yeah, so think... Okay, so let's say this is a large project, right?
Okay.
Can you tell me what the difference between the main project and what you have right here in your computer?
So the difference between the main project and what I have, is this generally the instructions or rules for the project people should follow?
Yeah, kind of like that. That would be for this specific file, but let's say you have your let's say you have a repository that has your website, right?
Okay.
And you want to add a mailing list to your website. You would code up your website, publish it, commit it to the master branch, save everything, right? Deploy to your website. Well, we're gonna do that later, right? But you would put the nice working website up, and you would pull it down from GitHub into here, clone it, change it, try to add the mailing list, right? And until you're 100% sure that the mailing list works, you kind of want to abstain from committing stuff. Definitely not to the main branch. You can commit stuff to your dev branch or like to someone else's branch, but you don't do that so often when you're coding. Like you kind of want to do it in batches. Like you want to work on something, and once you get it working, you save it and then you commit it. But if it's not working, or if it if it opens up vulnerabilities in your code, you don't want to commit it. You just want to have it here in your local machine. So do you see that one, that circle with the one?
Circle with the 1. I say
Yeah.
circle with the I.
In VS Code.
VS Code. Oh, circle with the 1. Yes.
Yeah.
We do.
Cool. Click on that.
Okay.
This is our source control or our version control.
Version control.
Yeah. Yeah. Click on that.
What'd that do? Yeah, I clicked on it. It's really.
Cool. You see that U?
I
Can
do,
you
yeah.
hover over the U?
Yeah. That's the location of it, right?
Yeah,
When you click
but it also says untracked.
untracked.
Yeah, that is
So,
because now we are not
yeah.
tracking that file when you commit stuff yet. So github.com doesn't know about this file. We're gonna click on that plus.
Oh, okay.
Can you hover over the plus? Stage, alright?
Stage
This,
changes.
yeah, and stage means exactly what being on a stage means. So, like you're performing the sort on Broadway at Woodson, you stage someone, right, and you present it. You don't commit it yet, but you're like presenting something on a stage. So click on stage.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Now,
Staged. Now it's ready
index.
to be committed to the main branch. So click on that check mark at top.
At the top, this one.
Yes.
Commit.
Commit.
Well, this will be committing to the main branch, right?
Yes.
But if there were different branches, how would you choose which branch to commit it to?
Well, GitHub knows which branch you're working on. You're currently working on master. You can see it at the bottom left corner.
Bottom left. Master. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
There's a master
Okay.
branch.
So I'll hit commit, right?
Mm-hmm. Type initial commit.
Initial commit, what?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Do it. Is that a command that you need to type in for it to commit?
No.
What does
It's
what does
I'll show you where
initial
that shows up.
Okay.
Why don't we go to our browser again
Browser.
and go to your repository.
Go to my repository.
Can you refresh?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
Okay.
Where's our code? Where did it go? We committed it, right?
Sure. I mean, this is all the code that was there already.
Yeah, but this is not code. This is more like instructions on how to get code started.
Yeah. So.
Go back to GitHub desktop. You see that thing that says publish branch?
Yes.
Looks like you don't have a branch published yet.
So that's the master branch, which we just committed to.
Yeah. Click on publish branch. Cool. Let's go back to
Now,
the...
do I refresh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Create workflows. Do I dismiss these?
Yeah, for now. README. That's where all your code is going to show up. That's in file format. And by default, any file that's named readme.md gets displayed as like your website. So what we just wrote with the hashtags and the dash signs, that was called Markdown language.
So the hashtags create the big bold
Formatting, yeah. That means header. Or like
the
title, I
dashes
think.
create points.
Yes.
And just regular typing, just regular.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, your
Yeah.
mouse, can you go to initial commit, like right dead center on the screen?
Yes.
Hover over it? Well, okay,
Oh.
so
Yeah.
this is, see that? That's how I know, like, when you add stuff, when you delete stuff. So delete would look like minus signs, and they would be red.
So
I mean,
these
that
are
just
all
tells
added.
me, it just tells you what you did that day, or for that commit.
So if I didn't do, like, if this was already here,
Yeah.
would this just be like there would be no blue plus?
Yeah. Because there would
Okay.
be no commit, right?
And you said that there could be like a minus, like if someone removes
Delete
some code.
stuff, yes.
So the code's still gonna be there, but there's gonna be a minus next to it?
No, the code is officially going to be deleted, but GitHub offers version control, which means you can roll back to previous changes.
Okay, so it saves the different. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can you go to your profile real quick? I'm gonna explain a meme.
Profile. Oh.
Oh,
Wow, look at
don't
that.
don't open it yet. Don't open it yet.
Okay.
So go to your profile in GitHub. Yeah. Click on your little icon, your profile.
Mm-hmm.
You see this calendar?
This calendar. Oh.
Have you seen this calendar
Yes,
before?
I do. I have not actually. No.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Have I? Was this
Look.
in?
Now go
somewhere-
to the link I sent you. This is a person I really like. He makes good coats. See how his is different?
Wow, he does stuff.
Because
in-
he's working like a lot.
Hold up. Why? Okay, so that's
That
That's what I did.
shows like that our developer has been doing stuff throughout the days.
what are the different colors? Less, more. Oh, okay. Wednesday, Friday.
Look up GitHub contribution calendar meme. That's where this comes from.
Hello world.
All right.
Hacker.
Now, here comes the fun part.
Yeah,
Go to GitHub. Go to like I think there's like a discover page.
Discover page.
Yeah. I'm not sure where it is.
Search.
We'll go to my stream.
Your stream. Okay, I'm in your stream.
I'm going to explore.
Go to explore. Okay.
What do you want to do? What's your idea?
Code wise.
Yeah. Let's say you have almost all open source projects to your disposal in basically every language.
Can we make something that keeps track of the stocks, the stock market?
Stocks web app. So let's check this out.
Stocks. We should make something that keeps track of the stocks. Like, it prints out the stocks that you're looking for the day, and then prints out the stocks meme. Well, actually, no. It should print out the stocks meme, but instead of the background being just like the, just whatever, it's whatever stocks you're looking for. It actually displays what stocks you're looking
for. Kevin was working on something similar.
What?
Kevin and I were working on something similar.
Okay.
I'm like trying to look for something quick. Okay, I'll tell you my idea. I want to make an...
Wait, Kevin codes?
No.
Oh.
I want to make a website, right? And I want this website to be able to record audio. So,
Record audio.
um, so I don't know how to do it obviously, but I can look up web recorder audio GitHub. I see what this is.
Web audio recorder.
Or actually, I want something specific. Web audio monitor.
Monitor.
Because I want to see how loud it is. I don't really care to download it. Overview. That seems easy. Okay, so what I found, let's see if we can get this running. Go to this one.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say, oh, I just found something that does what I need, right?
Okay.
Well, you can actually get this code running on your machine, and then change it however you want. Are you following? Like, do you see what I'm doing?
Well, I'm at that website.
Okay. Well, you can also see what I'm doing.
You're open GitHub.
Yeah. Or actually, I guess we should do it on your site, right?
I mean, you gotta get it too.
All right.
We know how to get it. We're ready.
URL. Yeah, I'll do it with you. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Clone.
Sorry. What?
Clone.
What are we looking for?
Oh, yeah. Go back to GitHub desktop.
Clone or download? Is that what?
Yeah. So click on that.
Mm-hmm.
Open in desktop.
Open desktop. Open.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Press
Now
clone.
Clone.
Yeah.
Okay. Cloning.
Now you're cloning that repository onto your local machine. Now let's open it on Visual Studio.
Open it what?
Open it in Visual Studio.
Open it in Visual Studio. Okay.
That's one of the options there.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh my god, look at all this stuff.
There's a bunch of stuff. There's a license.
Yeah. Go to README. Also, this project has the Apache license, which you might want to read about.
The Apache license?
Yeah.
Is that what does it do?
That's just a type of license. So in here there are instructions on how to get this running. Do you think we can do that today?
Sure.
Actually, it's usually wait.
There's a lot of reading.
Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, so navigate to sound edit. Okay, where is your stream? Go to soundedit.html. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Can you go to Marketplace?
Sorry, where?
You know the blocks on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Type
This one?
Yeah, type open, or just type browser actually. Open browser and install it.
Okay.
Cool. Go back to your files. Can you right click on sound?
This one?
Yeah. Open in default browser, or Alt B at the bottom.
Oh.
Cool. Okay, let's take a pause here. What you just did is you wanted to build a project of your own. You needed a place to start. You looked at online and you found a repository that you want to try. You clone it onto your machine, open it in VS Code, and follow whatever instructions they give you to get this running. Sometimes it's not going to run, sometimes you're going to get an error, but sometimes you succeed. So look at this website. This website is, see the URL?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a GitHub, right? Like it's not github.com, it's your machine has this HTML file that is running as a website.
Okay.
Yeah,
On
so
what server?
on your machine.
Oh.
Yeah, it's being rendered entirely by your machine. Your computer
Okay.
could be offline and you could still access this. Most of the
Because
time.
I downloaded it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you have to dev build. Kind of like that.
So now we can use this for our code? Like we can alter it?
Okay, go to VS Code.
Okay.
Let's go to soundedit.html.
Okay.
Now scroll down until you see some text. Keep scrolling.
Some text is awful.
Can you maximize it too? For my viewing pleasure.
Oh yes, for your viewing pleasure.
Alright, keep going down. Alright, let's try to find something we can see. So go back to your code. Oh, sorry, go back to the browser. Copy any piece of text. Pick something that's unique. Like, can you copy web audio /tinysynth? See that piece of text? That label? You copy it. Look it up on Control F. Right.
Yeah.
Next one. There's 11 noted. There's 11. So go to the next one. That one is okay. So go back. Go back up.
Up?
Yeah, up. That one does match our string, but look at where it is. It's in a script tag, which means that it's a piece of code. It's not text, so we shouldn't edit it. It's actually a JS file, JavaScript file. So go to the next one.
Yeah, I don't know JavaScript. This is an H1?
That is a header 1.
Header 1.
Yeah.
So
that we
that's the
can change.
position.
Yeah, that's the tag. That's what it is. So change the text.
Change this.
Yeah. Put like farts. Subscrizzle to my online bizzle.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Now
Wait,
go
Control
to
S.
your browser window. No, actually save this file.
So Control S.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to
Browser?
Yep. Refresh. There you
What? Where's my...
go. Yeah, see where it ended up?
Hold up. No, where did it go?
It's right there.
Oh.
Put it in the wrong place, man.
Okay, so that's because that's header 1.
Yeah.
Well, how is header 1 in that location? They write a piece of code that describes where where header 1 is?
Exactly. You're looking at HTML and JavaScript and CSS. That's the trinity of the web.
I don't know what CSS, JavaScript, or HTML. Well, I know Java. Will that help me with JavaScript?
Yes, somewhat.
Okay.
Basically,
yeah, no, I don't know any of those languages.
Okay, basically HTML is the barest, easiest one. There's barely anything going on. There's like, go to your VS Code again. Go to README. Think of HTML like this file over here.
Like this file.
Yeah, there's just text, right? Text to display. And there's like titles and a little bit of code in the form of... Yeah, like a little bit, right?
They have like .html and stuff.
Yeah, so think this is like an HTML file. It's pretty bare bones. It just has a lot of like information that you see, but it doesn't tell you how to display it or what it does. It just shows you it.
I mean,
Now go
this
back
is
to your.
a HTML file.
Yeah, but it's not just HTML. So go to an HTML file.
This one?
Yeah. All right. Go
So-
to. Do you see asynchronous function in it?
What line?
9.
Yeah.
All right. Follow that function. Synth is document that get element by ID. So this doesn't look like stuff for us to read. This looks like code. So this is JavaScript that is living inside of an HTML file.
HTML can do that?
Yeah. It
Can
shouldn't.
Java do that?
Okay. Honestly, it shouldn't even be there. Like other, like React, for example. You can write HTML that doesn't have any JavaScript. Like the file itself, obviously it has dependencies, but it's just bare HTML. The way it used to be, like a few years ago, is that you would have you would have both your CSS that I didn't show you yet, your JavaScript, and your HTML all living inside of the HTML file. So what I said about think of
Wait,
HTML like
Is that unique to HTML?
Mm,
Or, I mean, is that unique to certain languages?
yes.
Okay, like you can't do that in Java, can you?
Not easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, so an HTML file it can just automatically detect what is JavaScript and what is.
It doesn't detect it. It more or less doesn't freak out when it sees it.
So it just does it.
No, it doesn't do anything. It just doesn't freak out. Go to
Well, then
Java.
how's it,
Go to your Java website, right, where you write your Java code, and then input some Python. Right, that's gonna give you an error. Most definitely.
Are you sure it won't give me an error? Hold on, how many people are watching this? Oh wow, 4. Hello, people.
Hello, peeps.
Yeah, please don't hurt me. Oh yeah, complete. And let's try.
Now put some JavaScript in that file. It freaks out, right?
Well, probably. I mean, what about Python code? Like, I mean, you can't. Like, it's literally just.
It's impossible, right?
I mean, like, if you tried to like declare a variable in Python, you literally just go like variable equal, like.
Try compiling that in Java. You can't.
Variable 6, right? And then.
There goes my money.
Print variable. It won't work, right? Because you do that and you're like, oh, whoa, what? There's no class. What do you mean? What is this?
What the whoa? What would that? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
HTML, it's fine.
But,
put JavaScript.
Well, that's because at the beginning, I forgot how exactly it worked, but at the beginning of the class, they kind of told us how Java, like it's like how it works.
Yeah.
So how does HTML work in a way that it would like it allows this type of stuff?
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait, hold up. How is it read? Like how if it's in an HTML file and all that HTML does to code that is not HTML is that it just doesn't freak out when that happens, then where is it being like read? Like how is it read by?
Good questions. Go to VS Code.
Okay.
Go to soundedit.html. This is the one we're using, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you scroll up and find some JavaScript?
This.
All right. Can you type? Remember where you typed it, but type some stuff that's gonna break it.
Type some stuff that's gonna break it.
Yes.
Okay.
Like delete delete one of the f's in function. That's definitely gonna freak it out. What's an unction? Cool. Save?
What is an okay. Then refresh the page.
Yeah. What happened?
Well, it's still doing a thing, probably
No.
not fully correctly.
Well, try it.
Oh, it's not making any sound.
Oh, we broke it. Can you
We
click
did.
on, can you right click anywhere? Inspect. Alright. Can you make this into its own window? Actually, I guess you don't need to. Do you see that?
How do you do?
Do you see that red X sign at the top?
This one?
Yeah.
3 errors.
Click on that. What are errors?
Access to that at file user from original has been blocked by CORS policy.
Yeah.
What? What's the CORS policy?
See, and
Cross
this
origin.
is so Andre, right?
Yeah.
I've been coding for like 7 years, and I'm still in this. Like I don't exactly know what that is. I still need to look it up. I still need to like do some research. So this just shows you like how extensive this can be. You can just learn so much stuff about the web.
Well, yeah,
But TLDR, we did something that we weren't supposed to. We broke it, and then now it's not running. It's still kind of functioning, right? You still see the keys. Some stuff still works. That's because JavaScript and HTML kinda sometimes runs even though it shouldn't. So in Java, you need to compile, right? And everything needs to be up to scruff. Everything needs to be where it is. Then you can run it. You might get some runtime errors, but it'll let you run stuff that it's written correctly. In JavaScript, because it's sent over the web, it's a bit more lax. So even if you have unction, right, it still lets you run it. Kind of works, but not entirely.
Okay, but it's still gonna tell you what's wrong with it.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes
You just gotta
it
be
does,
good. This is like what a developer is. Not just writing code, but debugging it,
Debugging.
and then
'Cause
looking at someone
debugging
else's
can be
code.
Something big. Like debugging can be sometimes hard. If it doesn't tell you what's wrong, you have to go through your code.
You have to like, yeah.
But if your code is something like this, you're gonna have a process of testing and debugging, right? Because if you just write all this out and you run it and you don't, it tells you some of the errors, but it doesn't tell you all the errors. How are you gonna find all the errors?
And this is another topic. Do you wanna hop over to my stream? I can show you what that looks like.
Yeah. Here, I can stop streaming. I'll just watch your stream.
Okay.
It's a little bit pixely, but it's readable now.
Readable?
A little bit.
I mean, you should be able to read it.
I mean, it's on, let me see. Yeah, it's on 720p, so it's not bad. But 720p for my I have like a 2.5 foot monitor, so 720p is a little noticeable.
Oh. Look, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I guess that's what streams do.
Yeah.
Oh, also, can they hear me?
Who? I hope so.
Oh yeah, they can hear me.
Alright. How should we do this?
Dang. Wait, can people leave comments in the stream?
I think so.
I don't think anyone's commented anything.
Oh.
Dang. Oh, dude, we're approaching our 2-hour anniversary on the stream.
Oh, really? That's cute. Where the hell is Insomnia? Okay.
naked and
So,
afraid.
so,
What the heck?
Andre,
Yeah.
Mr. Sir, do you see my
Yes.
stream?
I do. With a lag, but I do.
On the right, it's my website.
On the
It's a
right,
project
that's your website.
that I'm working on. On the left now, on the left is the code that makes it run,
little bit code that makes it run.
right?
Insomnia?
On the left is the code that makes it run. You
Something
can see
like
that
you
I'm
said.
running like a node server and a client. In here is one of the tools that I use to debug stuff. So in the web, if I wanted to,
Node. What
let's
are
go to
nodes?
YouTube. Let's go to YouTube.
Okay.
Go to
It
YouTube.
still hasn't popped up with YouTube yet.
Let's go to.
At least
This
for
is
me.
this is a fantastic band called Wolfpack. I hope I don't get demonetized for that. Oh my god. So comments, right? When we leave a comment, right? So Andre, right?
Yeah. What?
When we leave a comment on a YouTube video, it's not. Okay, so how many things are we sending over to YouTube by sending a comment? Like how many pieces of data?
Probably 3.
Okay, what are those?
What you wrote, what your username is. I guess also your username, profile, like picture, and what time it was sent.
Timestamp?
Yeah, because it's like a year ago and stuff like that. You know, it says when they were.
Now, what if there's no user?
If there's no user,
Yeah.
then I guess.
Let's try. Shouldn't be a user logged in.
We can't comment if there's no user.
Well, you used to be able to, but not anymore. All right.
Would it just send the time?
So.
As well.
No, you can't show that. See, there. It's more than just the username, right? The website knows more stuff about you. It knows that this session is not logged in, and that is actually one of the parameters that gets passed on here. Like even the moment when I click on it, right? Stuff happens. Stuff always happens at all times. Now, I have a similar thing going on here. Let's say create user event, right? Ian, right?
It's kind of hard because again, there's a lag for me watching this stream.
Okay, well, just picture something similar on my website.
You finally got to your website. So Ian, you clicked Ian for username, description, whatever, scale, whatever.
Yeah, so I pull up Insomnia. Insomnia is a tool that allows me to send packages of information. And this is one of the things that goes into like debugging. You're gonna have to test a lot of data. When you have applications like this, you want to send data that might break, like whatever service you're running, because you want it to break early. You want it to break when you're in development, and then you can fix stuff. So you're gonna be sending loads of requests, getting loads of responses back. Some of them don't work, some of them do. But this is something that you'd never do in Java. Like you don't send information over to a class. You call methods, right? But this is how computers talk over the internet.
Well, there are classes and methods, but yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, computers talk like this over the web, like
yeah. So
you send them information from your computer basically based on like your actions, like if you're logged in, what you comment and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then there's different parameters. Like if you're logged in, you can do this, and if you're not, you can't do this.
Exactly. And
Okay.
sometimes that data is formatted in what's called a JSON file. Sometimes it's a YAML file. There's a bunch of those. There's a lot of ways to send that. But yeah. So I think we did a lot today. Are you tired?
I mean, I always feel tired around this time, but I usually stay up for honestly more than 5 hours more.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How many hours is this stream?
Right now it's probably around still 2 hours. It is, yeah, 2 hours ago it says, so it's like 2 hours and some change.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was
Good
fun. I
stream.
was watching.
So
Yeah, I mean, we did accomplish stuff, you know. Can you show me on VS how to code like in Java so I can save the projects that I did and then start coding by myself if I want to experiment some more?
I don't know if VS Code does Java.
Oh, well then I should have installed NetBeans because I was looking for something that I can code in Java.
I guess
But
you can do it in Visual Studio Code, honestly.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh
Just
wait,
look-
before I watch this, I need to like turn the stream off. So I guess this is it.
Yeah.
Should we
Thanks for
conclude the
watching.
stream?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, good stuff.
All right.
Do you have an outro for your channel?
I do, but it's not me talking.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Nashie, it's been a pleasure. Until I see you again.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, you.